Salutations to my beloved Master, Swamiji, and hello to everyone listening to this talk. Let us begin with just taking a moment. I'm sure you're sitting down in a comfortable position, on a cushion or in a chair, relaxed. You could be even lying down. It is fine. And now, just close your eyes. A very important part of our meditations is to close the eyes. Just to watch and listen to where the sound is coming from as I guide you into this blessed time, into this time which is meant just for yourself. Take 3 deep breaths, if you like, just to calm yourself down and get settled. Now you're ready. This technique that I'm going to speak about is going to help each and everyone that listens to this talk. This valuable meditation technique can be followed by anyone who has been meditating for a long time or who has just joined us or joined me at this time, and who desires to know what the meditation is and what the results are there of this meditation. The result of this meditation is the enhancement of your intellectual power so that you can be the master of your intellect, the master of your mind, the master of your thoughts. You can guide them at any time in whichever direction you wish to. Of course, the direction that we want to guide each moment is towards our higher self. This meditation is to tap into that knowledge, which is the higher knowledge. I know my daily self as this person. I am Alka. My name is Alka. I live in India in the high Himalayas, and I practice meditation. I practice the meditation technique given to me by my father, my guru. I teach in an ashram. I conduct regular satsangs and my own practice. All of this is my introduction. All of this I recognize, yet at the same time, I know that these are the qualities belonging to my individual I, my simple, smaller I, we can say, but my higher I is that which is always pure, which is always free. It is forever at peace and is aware of itself as pure, free, forever, the undying, unchanging existence. Higher self is my knowledge, but I don't, at times, in the day-to-day, moment-to-moment life of the waking state, I may not remember it. That is why we take this time, take this moment to meditate. I would say, now that you have been seated, in your seat in a comfortable position and have your eyes closed. Now I just say, please listen. As soon as you have closed the eyes, the inner vision of you as the space, which is now being seen with your eyes closed, begins to know that, oh, my eyes are closed. That's the inner vision. You're not seeing external things and forms. You're not using the energy that is spent while the eyes were open and were constantly busy seeing forms and things. Now, the inner knower, which I'm calling as the inner vision, is ready to unfold the knowledge. Now that the outer eyes are closed and the inner eyes are opened, you're able to perceive and know that pure space, which is appearing to be formless. But if you think about it, then all the forms that you had been seeing just before you sat down, all those forms can be experienced and realized. That means those forms are also in this space, which is being seen with your eyes closed right now. It is the inner vision, and we call it that knower who is knowing this is formless form. Do not think that the forms and their significance will be ended just because you are now with that subtler aspect, the source of the forms. This space that we are watching right now, it is known as the blue-black space. It is the same space behind everybody's closed eyes. This space is permeating the whole body. Yet, this space is hidden to the vision when the eyes are open. If the eyes are always open, the space can never be seen and known. That is why in meditation, as I said, the eyes must be closed. Now observe whatever is imagined by the way of thinking about thoughts or form, relations or projects that can be known by you. The knower, as not being separate in any way from the knower or knowingness, is always there in you. That knower is knowing the forms, and the knower is knowing the formless. Just as the forms of the dream state are never separate from the knower or the dreamer in the dream state, they appear, they stay, they get disappeared. All the figures and the forms that were there in the dream state, what were they? They didn't come from anywhere outside. You're the same being that's lying in the bed, but now the dream world is there. It is appearing to be so true. It is appearing to be so real. Where did all those dream figures come from? They came from the knower. That is you, that was there in the deep sleep state and who entered the dream state. In the same way, this same knower, the same inner vision is now perceiving everything that you have experienced in the day. I live in a valley where the river is flowing constantly. You may be at places where there's an ocean. You will know the waves of the ocean. I will know the fast flow of the river. You and I both know that the fire exists in the forest. The trees are there. The aeroplane is flying in the sky, and it is moving in the dream. The dream forms are not mobile. What are they? They're appearing to be mobile. They're appearing to be, the river of the dream is appearing to flow fast. But is it really flowing fast? No. What is the source of the river in the dream state, or you climbing a mountain in the dream state? It is the very pure consciousness. We call it as the knower. We call it as the inner vision. That inner vision was active in the dream state. The same inner vision is active at this time when we sat in the waking state, but we no longer are experiencing the experience of the waking state with names and forms and things and people and the worries. At this time, we are simply watching the space. We are just, with our eyes closed, are seeing that which is simply vast, pure, and free. I just simply say, continue to sit here, and if the mind arises, the mind has a great sense of pride of claiming its power and say, oh, I am the source of it all. Let the thoughts come, let the thoughts go. The mind will say, no, a perfect meditation is when the thoughts are not there. But no, that is not the perfect state of meditation. The perfect state of meditation is right here, right now, where you're just simply sitting and watching the vast infinite space, the inner vision. That inner vision is always present. Place your attention on it and say, Amaram Ham, Madhuram Ham, Amaram Ham, Madhuram Ham. Amaram Ham, Madhuram Ham is my mantra. You will hear it again and again in my recordings because it just simply is the name of my real self, the higher self. What does it mean? Amaram Ham, Madhuram Ham. It means I am pure, I am free, I am forever. And to directly translate the words, it means I am Amar, I never die. I am Madhur means that my nature is always blessedness. Thus, again and again, when you tap into the Amaram Ham, Madhuram Ham repetition, you just do it silently and you just watch the words come, the mantra come, and mantra dissolve, and you just know that all the sound is arising in the space that we're calling as the pure blue-black space. It is visible as the same space behind each and every person that is meditating. Just continue to meditate, continue to sit and watch and repeat the mantra whenever it comes, whenever it dissolves. It is perfectly fine. Just keep watching. Just by meditating, you will tap into your inner strength, the inner vision, which gets opened and is able to perceive all the changes of the waking state, but always knows I am forever at home with my inner power, which knows that I am the knower. I am at the back of all my experiences. Experiences change, but I do not change. I am always I, pure, free, forever. I will take a few minutes, not minutes, I'll just take a few seconds to sing the mantra for you, and we'll end the session and you may continue to meditate as long as you wish. Amaram ham, madhuram ham, 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 amaram ham, madhuram ham.